Hey, my name is Chidi Choli, Max Action Team Leader, Gold Associate Max International. Now, I wanted to do this quick video to show everybody how to do a sign up from your back office, sign up as an associate from your back office. So I believe we all know how to get to our back office. We go to the Max website, www.max.com. That will take us to the Max website. And at the top right corner of the Max page, you have the login button. Once you click on the login button, it takes you to the login page where you can now put in your username and password. Okay, and that brings you to your back office. Now, to do an enrollment of an associate, you see some tabs here. You have the enroll associate, enroll a customer, my snapshot, my organization shop, my auto shop. Now, this is where you actually do the sign up, enroll associate, because you're going to enroll associate. Okay, so you click on that, and that gives you two options: enroll new associate place and enroll new associate. Okay, the blue button and the gray button. Now, we recommend that you use the blue button, which is enroll new associate place, because that allows you to take control of the placement. And that is necessary because you don't want to just allow the system to place for you, and that could place anywhere in your organization that could mess up things. You want to be in control. So click on enroll new associate place. Okay, and that will take you to your binary tree where you can now, you have a beautiful tree like this. You have a left leg and you have a right leg. Now, we advise that you always place on your extreme left and your extreme right. Okay, you don't place in the inner legs of your other associates. They have the responsibility to place people on their inners. Okay, now to start earning from the tree, the binary team bonus, you need to have at least one person enrolled on your left, one person enrolled on your right who are active, which means they have done their authorship or they've just been recently signed up in the same month. Okay, now that allows you to qualify. So regardless of whether you already have people that have been placed in your organization from your upline, if you haven't personally enrolled somebody on your left who is active and somebody on your right who is active, you'll not get paid on binary team commission. So that's important for you to know. But in any case, this is not the purpose. So the purpose of this training is to show you how to place. So now, when you get to this page, you have to now decide, do I want to place the person on my left or do I want to place the person on my right? So that could be a strategic question for you. Okay, so this is something you decide. Now, when you decide to place, let's say, the person on your left, you just have to click, this blue space here, indicating your left. And then it takes you to the enrollment page. And it should show the name, your name, as the enroller. Okay, here, which shows that the person you are enrolling is going to be connected to you. Okay, now if you're in Ghana, this button should say Ghana. Okay, if it's not saying Ghana, you should go and change it to Ghana. But most of the time, it's automatic. It comes up as Ghana. And moreover, if you're in Ghana, because we don't use a credit card system to do the enrollment, you can actually skip all this first three steps and go to the fourth step. That's actually what you're trying to do, is to generate an ID where you can go to the office with and then show proof of payment and get your account activated. So now what you do is you can go through the motions of going through step by step, but if you're in Ghana, it's not necessary. You can just come to step 4, which is the shipping information, and you see it didn't hinder me. Okay, and this is where you put in the name of the person you are trying to enroll. So let's just say, I don't know, you can call him Harold. Go to, okay, put in the person's address. Let's say the city is Accra, and then you have to select the region. Now all the portions or sections that indicate a red asterisk are mandatory portions. If you leave it blank, you can't be able to proceed. So you need to fill it up. Okay. So make sure you get the proper details of the person you are trying to enroll so that you can use it. Okay. Now, when it comes to this section, all you need to do is to click or check this box, and it will replicate all the details of the person already indicated above. So this information is going to be replicated here. And what you do is you click proceed, and now this is the portion where you enter the date of birth of the person and create a username and password for the person. So let's just say the person, so you start with a year. You must make sure the date is at least, the person is at least 18 years or above, okay? Otherwise, you can't proceed. Alright, so let's say the person was born on 1st February 1978. You create a username for the person. So it should be something that is easy to remember. So I used Harold 02, so I can do Harold 2. Okay, you can choose any name. You can use the email address, name, username for it. You can set a password, something simple that you can remember. Because you are doing this for the person. This can be changed. Okay, the username and the ID can be changed. So you are just doing this so that you can quickly generate the ID and send to the person so that the person can start business. Okay, so you shouldn't complicate things. Just keep it simple. Okay. Now, when it comes to this portion, make sure when it says the sponsor of this enrollee is this. Okay. Make sure your name is showing here as the enroller. That is, if you are the one doing the enrollment. Okay, for the person, make sure your name is here so that it will be credited to you. So you say I agree. If it's not your name, you have to actually go back, stop the process and go back and make sure you do it from your back office. Okay. Alright, so say you agree. This is the policy. So of course you have to agree, and this you also have to agree, and click proceed. Now when you click proceed, this will take you to the ID, to create the ID for the person. Okay, so you can now see it. Okay, sometimes you have to scroll up. When it does that, it comes down, so you don't see it. You have to scroll up to see it. So you see, this is the max ID for the person. Okay, so this is very important. The person is supposed to keep this ID all the time, and it's used for all transactions, for auto share, for product purchases, for enrolling associates, and for all other things. And especially if you want to find any information from the ambassadors, they will always need your max ID. So this is something they must always keep. Okay. Well, in case your associates forget, you can always retrieve this information from your back office. So this is how simple it is to create to register an associate online, especially if you're in Ghana, okay, without a credit card or anything like that. So when you go through this process, you generate the ID and it's done. So you just share this ID information, the username and the password, with the person so that the person can log into his back office and start business. So I hope this was helpful. I'll encourage you to share it with your team members so that they can learn quickly. They don't have to depend on you all the time for signups. Thank you very much, and I hope you found value in this. I'll see you in the next week.